Hi, I know this isn't my usual type of video, however, the summer DLC for GTA came out and I'm not happy with it. I thought I'd express my concerns and why I'm not happy with it, along with GTA in general. This video has been a long time coming for me, I've wanted to make one of these for ages because there's just some things in the game which I'm just like, why have you done this? If you guys resonate with anything that I say, or if you disagree with anything I say, that's completely fine, this is all my opinion. Just let me know in the comments why you disagree with what I say, or why you do agree with what I say. I'd also really appreciate if you do check out the other content that's on my channel. I upload fairly regularly and I'm trying to get big on YouTube, so I'd really appreciate it. The new DLC is ass, and that's really been the sentiment I've had with most DLCs that have come out recently. I remember back in the day, I'd get really excited and stay up late at night to watch YouTubers do DLC content, you know, look at all the cars, look at everything that was released, and it always seemed really cool. However, now it just feels like they just throw a new business in the game which makes okay money, and they give you a couple new cars which are ridiculously overpriced, and they call it a day. The last interesting DLC, I think, at least to me, that they released was the Agency. Adding the story mode character of Franklin into online was a really cool thing in my opinion. However, after that it's just been a bunch of meh. I don't know if I'm alone on this, but I just don't like the new DLCs. They don't feel like they've had any soul or time put into them. They've just looked at the game for what can we make into a business, and then here you go. Like, I think the last 3 DLCs, you've got the car wash, the Gorman factory, and the hangar, which is Ron's hangar, and that's been the last 3 DLCs, I think. It just feels like they're not really putting in any effort to make the DLCs exciting. Like, cool, you get new missions and stuff, and you get a new business, but it's not interesting. None of the things which they've added are interesting. The best thing about the DLC is a fucking BMW which costs 2 million, man. I don't know why GTA cars have gotten so expensive though. Like, I know I've made a video on it before because there's an inflation. As new things come out which make better money, prices will go up. But I don't see why a regular car has to be 1.6 million on Southern San Andreas. The original Faggot was 5,000, and then they brought out the sport version for 150,000. That's a 300% increase in price, which just is ridiculous. You're lucky nowadays to get a car which is near 1 million, and I just think it's quite scummy because people don't want to spend all their time on a game. You play a game to have fun, you don't play a game to grind your ass off just so you can afford some of the new DLC content. The new business is a good price, 1 million for a car wash. It makes okay money, you know, 70 grand every 5 minutes, but again, every 5 minutes is still not great money, especially when you have stuff which is in the game like Act 2, Casino, Heist, Cayo Perico, the triple money, whatever it was. There's really no point in doing it. Plus you have to do missions every now and again to get down your heat. I'm just so tired of these soulless DLCs with overpriced items that come out in the DLCs. The cool thing about this one though is that they did decide to do a drip feed. However, even then they've just given the car that's coming out next week for people who have GTA Plus for free. I don't see why they've added a monthly system on GTA. I don't get the point of that. Like, what? How money hungry are you? And I really hope stuff like this doesn't go into GTA 6 because that would really dampen the game for me. Like I said, I could be alone in these thoughts, but it's just been a really tough way for me to play GTA recently. I used to look forward to playing online, you know, grinding over the weekend, you know, making lots of money because the things in the game were cool, they were well thought out, you know, you wanted to do them because they were cool and you enjoyed doing them. But now you own a garment factory, a hangar, and a car wash, and they're the last 3 DLCs. Especially with how often DLCs do come out. They don't come out that often. I just feel like it's very underwhelming, and I feel like they have been very underwhelming for quite a while, but they're expecting everything to be fine. I don't know, man. I just wanted to get this out there. If you agree, disagree, let me know. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and consider subscribing. Thank you. Goodbye.